All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. And salutations to the Yakim out there laboring of the hopeful elect that's doing this work in truth and sincerity. And pretty much, I want to feature this video. This is a podcaster by the name of Stephen Gardner, and he has a guest speaker on this particular show. And the guest speaker is pretty much a former Democratic Party member. Okay, was pretty much he's into politics, and he pretty much has switched sides, and now is running pretty much as a conservative, and he's pretty much divulging, as the title reads, the evil former Democratic Party exposes the party's wicked plans. So, this video is pretty much informative, and these are things that we always speak about, through the spirit, of how our people are pretty much leading themselves into destruction because they have made a covenant with death. You see, and the first few minutes of this particular show was very impactful, and I'm gonna base this lesson on those particular talking points that he brings up. You see, but for decades, Jake has been duped into pretty much voting, 90% or more one way. You see, and this is how the wicked was able to pretty much get forth their wicked plans, and to pretty much keep Jake on the bottom. Okay, because when you're looking at these downtrodden cities across Babylon, whether it be New York, Chicago, Oakland, Houston, all of these are major cities in throughout the country, and you look at the state of these cities, and it pretty much are Democratic run. You see, you know, and before I even play this video, I want to pull up a quote from former President Lyndon B. Johnson. Okay, and now he pretty much had made a statement, um, considering you Negroes here in America, you know, and this quote, um, it says, "These Negroes are getting pretty uppity these days, and that's the problem for us, since we've got something now that they never had before. That they've got something now that they never had before. The political pull to back up their uppiness. You see, and it's pretty much, man. This man was pretty much a Democrat, okay, and they had to devise a plan to where Jake would pretty much vote in that certain sector of voting block, Democratic, you know. And they continue to read it. It says, "Now we've got to do something about this. We have got to give them a little something, just enough to quiet them down, but not enough to make a difference." And that's pretty much what has been the how the Democratic Party has gone about their political business concerning you Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. You see, chiefly, okay, you give you just a little bit, and but not enough to pretty much make a difference within your households, because in hindsight though, they were set to destroy it. Now, one of the things that they did was to give you just a little bit of, was pretty much when he introduced the so-called Civil Rights Bill. In the time when Jim Crow, okay, where the Democratic Party was pretty much spearheading that Jim Crow. You see, because times past, Jake pretty much voted Republican. You know, and Republican pretty much goes hand in hand with conservatism. You see, and you know that we go into these scriptures, and morally, okay, these scriptures is pretty much on a conservative way of living, so to speak, compared to what the world has been showing. Complete opposite of the scriptures. You see, our normal ways about ourselves, and how even Jake in their lower state, in their wicked state, they always had in the back of their mind subconsciously have morals. You see, and those morals were pretty much of a conservative upbringing at the end of the day. You see, okay, but pretty much, you know, he said that they have to do just enough to make a difference. Okay, and pretty much, the scriptures talk about, man, about a gift, a gift pretty much destroying the heart. You see, and pretty much Jake has sided with the Democratic Party for as long as we can remember, is because they've been haven't been given a little bit of things to pretty much quiet them down, and they thinking that that was to their advantage, but they was always being undermined. Okay, you have to remember that Jake has always been undermined on pretty much going and voting with their emotions, or and rather than to what has pretty much will give them uh, 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 a foothold in society, and pretty much prosper. you know but this was the model that they pretty much had, as far as building this business model, as far as political model for Jake to follow. Now I'm gonna play a little bit of this video, and just hopefully, Lord willing, we get some edification from it. So without any further ado.
Hey there, it's Stephen Gardner. I just finished one of the craziest interviews I've ever done, and I'm worried that it's going to get suppressed or taken down. So I'm going to ask a favor. Will you please give this video a like, because it tells YouTube to spread it to other people? Will you also share this on Twitter and Facebook and other social media? We have to get this message out. And then please leave a comment down below. What do you think? This last video with Vince got over 750,000 views, almost 100,000 likes.
I just wanted to skip to the point, Salakia. Just wanted to get to the point. Pretty much now, this is the former Democratic political runner that pretty much switched sides, and now he's pretty much exposing the inner workings of the Democratic Party. So, without any further ado.
He absolutely made my mind explode. He opened my eyes to many things, and we're going to go through even more today. Vince, thank you so much for coming back on the show.
Oh, man, it was a pleasure. We had a blast the last time. I'm going to try to do it again.
Yeah, absolutely. So as of right now, I think you are the second highest video view with Tucker Carlson in the interview that you guys did. Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Why do you think Tucker Carlson allowed you to come on and open the eyes of all of his viewers to some of the shenanigans of the Democrat Party?
Well, Tucker knows me very well, and Tucker knows I'm not going to do any shucking and jiving. I'm going to tell the truth, and I can back all my truth up with facts. I'm not one of these guys that's going to come out there with emotion and screaming and yelling and tap dancing. I'm going to tell you the truth. And the truth is very, very plain. The Democratic Party is perpetually the evilest organization in the history of the world. Right now, it's presently controlled by a cabal of perverts, liars, psychopaths, and anti-Christian bigots. It was a part of slavery from 1860 to 1860, from 1800 to 1860. The part of the Confederacy from 1860 to 1865. The party of Jim Crow from 1865 to 1965. Now it's a part of Marxism, socialism, abortion up to the 9th month, transgenderism. All they do is meditate on blood. And when you go around the country and look at the places where they rule, it's all nothing but crime and poverty and
and pretty much he just sums up the plight of what Jake has been dealing with. You see? All right? Let's get a scripture real quick. This is Psalms. Psalms 144, verse 11. Rid me and deliver me from the hand of strange children, whose mouth speak vanity, and their right hand is the right hand of falsehood. And it's pretty much, man, how Jake has been duped all these times, because the very same system that they feel like is was to their advantage was really undermining them and working secretly against them. Okay, And then I'm not gonna play the whole video. I'm gonna play little bits and pieces of it. But he also goes into the whole thing with Planned Parenthood, man, and the whole thing about that. And we here at Great Millstone, we always spoke about Planned Parenthood with Margaret Singer and what her intentions were. You see, so he pretty much goes into that. You see, and this is no good for Jake to pretty much get themselves in a situation like this, you know, because why? It's because they were always given just a little bit to quiet them down, and they thinking that because somebody gives you something, you're supposed to be loyal to that, but it was just being undermined. You see, right? But pretty much, man, they have the right hand is the right hand of falsehood, man. And this is the party that ultimately always plays the race card when you really think about it. But Jake has been brainwashed so much to think that it was the Republicans that are playing the race card. You see, the Republicans has always been a type of nationalist to where they always try to hold on to sovereignty because they knew in the back of their mind that they knew that slowly but surely a lot of liberties were being taken away. Okay, you see, and they were trying to maintain anything that's going that was in cohesiveness with the Constitution, so to speak. You see, but you see what he said. He pretty much brought it out of what this party is about, and he really summed it up in just one sentence. But we're going to continue.
At the places where they rule, it's all nothing but crime and poverty and homelessness. It's horrible. And I just tell it like it is. The Democratic Party is evil. We need to run them out. And I bring people's attention to the fact that. Can I show you something that kind of messed me up? This is a ribbon that represents. The party is evil. We need to run them out. And I bring people's attention to the fact that they try to say they're the friend of the Black community. They're not. They've been the Black community's greatest enemy since their inception. They were Nazis 150 years before the Nazis were Nazis. They created racism, and they still live by it. So we have to wake people up, and when people hear the truth, it's amazing how they respond to it.
And
I don't know if you saw that.
And that's pretty much why I still speak as a man, but I pretty much believe that this election is not going to go down because they all lost all faith now because of the fact that they're seeing that Jake is pretty much waking up to the party and pretty much knowing that they have to pretty much go red, so to speak, or go with what the Republican Party is going with, and we don't advocate any of this politics though, but we see how our people are being seduced into this system that has pretty much oppressed them without them not even knowing. You see, okay, real quick, let's get a scripture. Let's go to Ecclesiastes 7, verse 7. Surely oppression maketh a wise man mad, and a gift destroyeth the heart. You see? And oppression is basically making a wise man mad because Jake pretty much now is waking up to the fact that they've been duped all these years. You see? They're seeing now that the people that they always thought had their back never really gave a damn about them, man. You see? And the gift always destroys the heart, man. And what's what Jake did? Jake was benefiting from these little social programs, you see? Welfare, SNAP benefits, Section 8. These are little things that Jake was pretty much given, okay? Hand over fist, and really the women was really pretty much, which is the head of the households, were pretty much given this hand over fist, these benefits, you see? But they're seeing now that with the migrant situation going on, now they're being pushed to the back, just like you have their Edomite counterparts getting pushed to the back, so to speak, concerning just people that were not naturally born in this country. You see, they know, everybody's understanding now, okay, that this country is pretty much has lost its way, okay, as far as it being, justice for all and equal opportunity, and that was always a pipe dream for Jake, man. Jake has always tried to make himself equal with this damn man, and this damn man always undermined your aspirations, man. You see, okay. But this is what makes a wise man mad. This is oppression, man. And this is what Jake is pretty much waking up to, because now Jake is waking up and seeing what's going on in the cities that he dwells in, and he sees that it has gotten worse, and just really he sees it in that 4 year span how worse has gotten, pretty much that the bottom has fell out of everything that they tried to uh, slowly try to build up, you know, you see, and everything is just going to the dogs, man. You see, let's listen to a little bit more.
I don't know if you saw this, but Charlemagne de God said that he is having a hard time scaring the black community into continuing to vote Democrat because it's gotten so bad under Joe Biden's administration. What are your thoughts on his comments?
Well, Charlemagne is hardcore Democrat, but see, it's hard to tell black men to vote for a man that says, if you vote for me, I'm going to allow the federal government to use the public educational system to transition your son without your permission. That I'm going to allow drag queens to go into public education and shake their behinds in your children's faces. I'm going to run the Bible out of schools, but I'm going to allow pornography into the school libraries. I'm going to run Jesus out of the schools, but I'm going to allow drag queens in the schools. I'm going to pass laws allowing demented men to go into the bathroom with your wife and your daughter. I'm going to pass a law to allow demented men to participate in sports with your daughter. You might can get away with a lot of stuff, but when a black man or an Hispanic man hears that you are going to do that to his children, there's not much you can do to turn him back to you.
See, and it really speaking about the tribes, man, because all this really is to really undermine the progress and the moral progress of what you're supposed to be getting into, okay? And he mentioned Charlemagne, and he's nothing but a plant, right along with the Baptist Church, you see, okay? These people are set up to lead you astray, man, okay? These are the ones that they elect as heads of the community, so to speak, okay? To try to be influencers, to have them sticking to that one way of one track mind thinking politically. You see? Okay? All right, real quick, let's get a scripture. Let's go to Isaiah real quick. Isaiah chapter 3, verse 8. For Jerusalem is ruined, and Judah is fallen, both northern and southern kingdom, right? Because their tongue and their doings are against the Lord, to provoke the eyes of his glory, and pretty much, man, Jake, is pretty much has been seduced into doing things that are not seemly, so to speak, participating in acts that are pretty much against the scriptures. You see, people are pretty much swift to run to do evil, man. All right, really, for them to do good, they had no knowledge. And I'm pretty much mashing up two, scriptures together, but pretty much that's the way of Jake is gone, man. You see, okay, they're wise to do evil, but to do good, they have no knowledge. You see, and they always have been this Democratic stronghold, the biggest voting block for the Democratic Party. You see, and this is what has kept Jake, in disarray. Okay, when you talk about when these neighborhoods that he's lived in, it's so ironic that they have voted this way for so long, and no progress has been made. You see, they make it seem like they're making progress by giving you a little bit of goodies here and there, but at the end of the day, it doesn't amount up to a hill of beans. You see, it says, the show of their countenance doeth witness against them. They declare their sin as Sodom. They hide it not. Hey, and pretty much, man, this whole thing of this whole their continence and pretty much their sin as Sodom has pretty much accelerated, man, since they have gotten back power. Okay, pretty much back in 2020. You see, all right. You see a lot of this going on. Okay, when Obama was in office, okay, and allowing these vow laws and acts to be committed and really pretty much come upon the children. You see? Okay? But they declare their sin as Sodom, right? Continuing, they hide it not. Woe unto their soul, for they have rewarded evil unto themselves, man. And not only have you rewarded this evil, the Lord has set these evils upon you people, man. Okay? And if you people don't get yourselves right, and which is the reason why we're out there, okay, on the highways and hedges, the Lord's going to destroy you people, man. Okay? Because now we're in a time of reckoning, man. Okay? And understanding the times that we're in and awaken out of sleep. You see? Okay? That whole little, what you want to call the so-called woke thing, no, that's a false path, man. It's going to lead you to your destruction, man. Okay? You see? It says, say ye to the righteous that it shall be well with him, for they shall eat the fruit of their doings. But woe unto the wicked, it shall be ill with him, for the reward of his hands shall be given him. You see? And you people are pretty much are getting yourselves in a situation, and you're pretty much are putting that final nail in the coffin, man, because you have made a covenant with death. You see? You see? Right? Verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors. And when you look out here, Big Mama pretty much in these Baptist churches, okay, believing on this false doctrine, so to speak, and to stay democratic, because you got these people, they're a bunch of hypocrites because they want to separate church and state. But guess what? Every 4 years, guess what the politicians are doing? The politicians are going into these churches, man. You see? Okay? And pretty much being influences, okay, upon the people. All right? But it says, as for my people, okay, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans chiefly, okay, children are their oppressors, man. Because big mamas in these churches and praying for the family, and meanwhile their children are out there causing havoc in the streets, man. Okay? You see? Right? And it says, and women rule over them. All right? And why do women rule over them? Thanks for the Democratic Party that has advised a plan to get the man up out the house, man, through the welfare system. Okay? A lot of these things came into play in the 60s, man. Right along with that 501c3, man. Okay? So this all plan was pretty much devised and pretty much has accelerated Jake, okay, to pretty much be perpetually on the bottom, man. Okay? All of these plans that they had, okay, was pretty much craftily devised behind closed doors, man. It says, O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy paths. You see? And these heads of these churches and these influencers, okay, these celebrities have pretty much caused you to err, man. Okay? You got a lot of these black activists, so to speak, man, are pretty much part of the boule, man. Okay? But they have caused you to err because as long as they keep you pretty much, and these are considered the gatekeepers, man. Okay? These are the gatekeepers of Israel. The likes of these individuals, man. Okay? You see? Right? And it says, but that's all I wanted there. You know? That's all I wanted there right there. You see? But let's continue on.
There's not much you can do to turn him back to you.
Yeah, absolutely. I want to hit on a big topic right now. Last week during an interview, it was pointed out that Democrats are heavily pushing for illegal immigrants to come into the country. It's disrupting many government systems and communities. Kids are being removed from school to make shelters. Veterans are being told, your medical needs need to be put on hold. We need to make room for illegals.
This is what's happening now. This is why Jake is finally waking up. And Jake right now is pretty much having a so-called buyer's remorse, okay, with their vote that they had put in, man. Okay? Because now they're pretty much not even second-class citizens anymore, man. They're pretty much pushed down to like third-class citizens, or pretty much to the point to where they are on non-existent. You see? That's where the point where it has come to. You see? All right? From there, let's go to stay in Isaiah. Let's go to Isaiah 30, verse 7. All right? It says, "For the Egyptians shall help in vain, and to no purpose. Therefore have I cried concerning this. Their strength is to sit still." And that's how has been the oppressor's strength, is to sit still and do nothing for you Jakes out there, man. Okay? Because they know that all the systems were put in place and to keep you on the bottom. You see? And all these systems that you think that were for your benefit was really undermining you, and it was for your destruction. Okay? All of these government programs was pretty much giving you a little piece of the crumbs off the master's table, so to speak. Okay, so Jake felt like they needed to be loyal to that party, but that party was really set to undermine you and destroy you, man. You see? Okay, right? It says, "Now go and write it before them on a table, and note it in a book, that it may become for a time to come forever and ever, that this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord." And they pretty much have done a great job of taking prayer out of the schools, man. Okay, that was and really what they did was, what did they replace it with? They replaced it with alternative lifestyles, introducing to the kids. This is what's been the replacement of our morality. Okay, you see, and these people are pretty much are in cahoots, and the churches are in cahoots with this whole thing, man. Okay, so you already know that the churches are pretty much working with Satan, man. Okay, because nothing is being said morally about these things. Okay, and pretty much the churches are pretty much full of these people of these alternative lifestyles, man. Okay, this it's not even something to where you just utter. You see it with your own eyes, man. Okay, you see that feminine spirit that's floating around in these churches, man. Okay, and even people that are pretty much of prominent positions. Okay, which are being exposed. You see that? Okay, but this is a rebellious people, lying children that will not hear the law of the Lord, would say to the seers, "See not," and to the prophets, "Prophesy not unto us right things, speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceit." And that's pretty much what our people has been into, man. Being told lies, you see, and not looking at things for reality, man. Jake is pretty much still waiting for this damn devil to change his stripes, so to speak. You're gonna have a new lease on life, and pretty much, give you your due, or give you some type of justice, man. And time again, this man is showing you quite opposite. You see? Okay? You got Jake right now, and here it is, we're in the 11th hour. The system is about to crash, and Jake is still looking for some type of reparation, man. Okay? Which you're never gonna get. You see? And just the talk of it is making Jake pretty much salivate, man. And it's gonna be to no avail. Okay? All right. When Jake is in a mindset right now, it's not even in a place where it's good, man. They won't even do anything constructive with that money, man. Okay? That money will pretty much will be to where you would use it as of a way to just generate wealth, so to speak. Generate generational wealth. You see? But Jake pretty much is not going to do that. You see? Okay? It says, "Get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. Wherefore thus say the Holy One of Israel, because you despise this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stay thereon, this iniquity shall be unto you as a breach ready to fall, swelling out of a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly in an instant." You see? And that's pretty much what's coming to Jake, man. You're nothing but pain. Okay? Jacob's trouble's coming. You see? You see? And this man's pretty much going to show you his true colors, man. He's already shown it to you. But now, there's going to come a point in time, man, in the near future, okay? This man is going to start laying hands on you, Jakes, man. Okay? You see? He has used you for your for what he needed you for. Okay, so now you're pretty much rendered at this point useless now. You see, so now this man is going to pretty much make that move, man, to pretty much expose you, man, dispose of you. You see, you know, and then we need the Lord right now to get us out of the hands, you know, of these strange children, man. Okay, because there's no reasoning with this man, and his future endeavors are not making any type of sense, man. You see, it says, I'm gonna read it again. Rid me and deliver me from the hand of strange children, whose mouth speaketh vanity, and their right hand is the right hand of falsehood. Right? That our sons may be as plants and grow up in their youth, that our daughters may be as cornerstones, polished after the similitude of a palace. You know, and what are the daughters of Zion at this point in time, man? You know, okay, they are pretty much, man. When you look at a nation destroyed, you know, you look no further to look at its women, which are out of order, which are pretty much just ugly. You know, they don't care how they look. Okay, you know, these GMO foods has brought them out of shape. Okay, you know, they have this particular attitude that they walk around with. You know, and this is how it has gotten with the plight of our people, man. You see, okay, but the Lord is what's going to be able to overturn these things and get us on the right path of how to be, man. It says that our garners may be full, affording all manner of store, that our sheep may bring forth thousands and tens thousands in our streets. You see, and right now Jake is pretty much begging for the crumbs off the master's table, man. Okay, and they don't understand that they have a true living power that is going to deliver us out of these things, man. Okay, you see, it says that our oxen may be strong to labor, that there be no breaking in nor going out, that there be no complaining in our streets. And what's Jake doing? Jake is doing nothing but complain. And right now, this man is tired of listening to you complain. So now he's going to try to get rid of you. Okay? He has no more use for you, Jakes, man. Okay? You see? You Jakes are not benefiting from any type of labor that you are putting into this country, man. And there's no account of your labors, man. You know, here it is, man. Jake has served in almost every war that this place has partook in. And you get no kind of accolade for that, man. Okay? No type of respect for that. Okay? Not even no type of recollection or any type of anything to pretty much you know, be of a pat on the back, so to speak, man. You see? Okay? But it says, happy is that people that is in such a case. Yea, happy is that people whose power is Yahweh. You see? And pretty much, man, you know, this is what we are looking forward to, man. Okay? Because right now, you know, this ain't living, man. And Jake is still trying to chase a imaginary picket fence, white picket fence, man. You know? And at this point in time, Jake is realizing that it's a pie in the sky. You see? It's so far-fetched from them. But what is Jake going to do about that, man? Okay? And there's only two ways to go. We're saying that that this people are evil and wicked and it's being exposed. Okay? You see? And there's only one way for you to do is to turn to the Lord, man. Because the Lord is the only one that's going to be able to deliver us out of these things to come. You know? All right, so with that, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rachakwadash, Shalom Akim.